Down the River? Here's a Paddle. June 8, 2020 by Anna von Reitz. There were two important moments in more or less recent past time when our public servants took things into their own hands and really betrayed us to serve themselves and their political masters. The first round came in 1937 with the advent of the Council of Governments, a John D. Rockerfeller idea designed to promote collusion among various levels of the foreign federated government holding sway in the wake of the Great Depression, and a build-up of wartime preparations because the so-called elite were already busy planning World War II. Nelson and David Rockerfeller continued to use this mechanism in the post-war years and to fund it. You will find unelected councils of county governments, state governments, and yes, at the federal level, too, all funded by the Rockerfellers and their cronies as a means of influence peddling and kickback delivery. Look around. Where's your nearest council of governments? A couple years ago I went to the local Council of County Governments building in Belton, Texas. It was all gleaming marble like something out of NYC, with a reception desk worthy of the United Nations, manned at the time by one lonely security guard armed with a sidearm and a plethora of electronic surveillance equipment. So what are these organizations plunked down in the middle of our communities? They are elitist clubs for people engaged in county government. Here, they get all the latest Eurozone big ideas pumped into them as if by intravenous feeding. Here, they are made to feel special and powerful, and their egos and pocketbooks are stuffed full. This is how the Rockerfellers and the IMF and all their cronies sell things like the New Green Deal and convince otherwise sane people that COVID-19 exists as a virus, and deliver pallets of bricks to street corners in areas designated riot districts. This has been going on since 1937. When you think of the flying monkeys, well, here they are, in their marble halls, with their huge overbuilt reception counters. See the Buck Act passed in 1940 for a taste of what they were pushing then, and what these traitors used to draft and murder untold thousands of men during World War II and Korea and Vietnam. Another such incursion happened in 1976 to 1980 with the passage of a new raft of nasty BS from our employees who are still evidently seeking to find their place. Check out the Depository Institutions Deregulation and Monetary Control Act. Check out the Foreign Sovereign Immunities Act. Check out the International Organizations Immunities Act. There they are, happily doing what they do best, disposing of what doesn't belong to them, or trying to. Those who have been following along for a while already know why the Department of Defense failed to deploy the 10,000 troops President Trump asked for. Washington, D.C. is an independent, international city-state. We don't own it, though two states, Maryland and Virginia, still own the land and soil that the foreign capital sits upon. As I have repeatedly told everyone, this international city-state is run as a foreign oligarchy by the members of the Municipal Congress. See Article 1, Section 8, Clause 17. And just like all the foreign undermining provided by the councils of government, and the Jimmy Carter administration, this is another example of how foreign political interests have gained inroads and wreaked havoc for their own self-interest. So, Council of Governments is bad news, the Democratic political party lobby is bad news, and so is the international city-state of Washington, D.C., and all the rats in Congress who have used it plunder and pillage, conscript, and abuse the people that they are supposed to serve in good faith. Links to Anna's articles and resources can be found in the video description box.